What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me for a new video. Today was the inauguration. We've been talking about it and projecting that it would result in a lot of t-shirt sales and in general print-on-demand product sales today, but then also in days to come. I was predicting that this trend is unlike most trends because I think that the sales will continue following the date related to the big, I don't know, the height, the peak of interest. Anyways, I know my sales have been good today, so I hope you guys that are selling some inauguration stuff have also seen a similar bump in sales. And what I want to show you in this video is exactly what I did while the inauguration was happening live. I'm going to show you how I generated some real-time t-shirt designs. So if you're interested, stick with me. Quick reminder, I run a weekly print-on-demand mega pack giveaway. This week, we're giving away over $1,000 in prizes to be split by 2 lucky winners. It's completely free to enter. Just use the link in the description. All I need is your email. This week, sponsored by Flying Upload, Upload Automation, AutomatePOD, Design Creation Automation, and All American Graphics for pre-made professional quality graphics. I'm also going to be showing you how I use them in this video in the demonstration. All right, also I have a free Amazon merch 7-day mini course that's really helpful if you're just getting started. You can check that out, link in the description, and an Amazon merch Facebook community if you'd like to join. All right, so I got 10 new designs created during Joe Biden's inaugural address. 10. That may seem like a lot because I think that is kind of a lot. He wasn't talking for that long. But as you guys know, I am a computer nerd, so I operate pretty quickly, pretty efficiently while I'm doing this. But what I really want to break down for you guys is my exact process. I mean, hey, if you didn't know that you could be watching the inaugural address and making shirts at the same time, well, then you already learned something. But I want to show you exactly how I do it. And I go pretty in depth. It's the type of person I am. I like to go like full details. All right, so first things first, I need to make sure that the design doesn't suck. You guys already know that's a big principle of selling t-shirts that I really believe in is your design can't suck. It has to be good enough. And if your graphics aren't good, then don't use them. Just use text, right? We've said this before, but just a reminder. Also, if your graphics aren't good, you can join a site like All American Graphics from the people that brought us All Sunsets. And for, I think it's like $20 right now. It's still on sale, but they told me that they're going to increase their prices to, I think, $30 in a week. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description. If you use my link, it supports the channel a little bit. But I used All American Graphics. I used the signature Joe Biden sunglasses that you see pictured there. I think that's the one that I used. I also noticed that a Trump one got indexed in the search results, so I made sure to blur his face so that this video doesn't get pulled from YouTube. All right, so I then go into Photoshop. I create a template using the graphic, using some text. I actually didn't grab the screenshot before I started prepping this video, so here I just took a screenshot of the end result and pulled it into Photoshop to mimic what it looks like. But typically, like if you're looking behind me, what you would see here in the layers would be a bunch of different layers for the various text elements. And then I go in there and, you know, by the way, like I had this queued up before Joe Biden started to talk. And I'll tell you why I think being prepared matters so much. Like literally speed matters. Submitting these designs quickly matters. And I'll explain in a second, but I had this whole template ready to go. You don't have to use the blue and the red text, but a lot of times to differentiate myself, I like to sometimes mix in various colors from the graphic that I might be using just to stand out a bit from the crowd, since a lot of people that I'm competing with may just do standard white text against a black t-shirt, you know, and move on. So if they're just going to use white text, maybe I'll use red, white, and blue text, something like that. So that gives you a gist of what I did. And then as far as the font goes, I used Edmund Texture. I told you guys recently that I'm a big fan of this font, that I use it a lot. Unfortunately, what I didn't realize is that the price went up to $18. It was like $1 and change a week ago. I swear it was. So I'm not recommending that you pay $18. Maybe just wait and see if the price comes back down. I don't know why it went up so much in such a short period of time, but I'll also put a link to it in the description. However, you're paying a premium at $18. I would just wait. There's plenty of other options for fonts, but all right, so let's get into, again, what I was doing today. This is what I actually did today. By the way, I don't spend usually a lot of time doing t-shirt designs. You guys know that watch my channel that are subscribed. By the way, if you're not and you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. But you know that I use a lot of like scalable automation, just frees up more of my time to work on other things. But, you know, because I like to build up multiple income streams, not just be over reliant on print on demand, for instance, as one income stream, even though it's a bunch of miniature income streams bundled together. So anyways, I go to YouTube because I'm a YouTube guy. I don't watch mainstream media at all. And this is, I guess, technically me watching mainstream media, if you want to call it that, because they were the ones broadcasting from the inauguration. But you didn't have to do anything. You just go to the homepage, scroll down, and you saw right there, presidential inauguration featured. Click any of the links to the stream, and then I'll show you. I think it's the next slide. This is my computer setup. So I have my 3 primary monitors, 1, 2, 3, and then I have the 4th one hooked up. So I just open YouTube, drag it up to the top, and it just sits there. It plays. Super nerdy hack if anybody's interested. But while you watch live streams, there's always a little bit of a delay cooked in. So if you want to, if it's something like super important, like if you're into day trading, stock options, back when people were doing the COVID addresses, oops, I said it, cerveza sickness, like daily updates, and the stock market would sometimes do massive swings based on what was said. Well, you could go to the live stream and you could change the playback speed to 2x, and it'll actually let you play at double speed, 10, 20 seconds sometimes into the future. So I know that's super nerdy of me to know, but it actually has made people some money if you're into like stock trading. So if you're into t-shirt selling, you can get ahead of everybody else by putting that thing on 2x and kind of listening to things ahead of time. But anyways, that's me getting off into the weeds. This is what I did. I put it on the top monitor, and then I had my, as Joe Biden's speaking, I've got my Photoshop template queued up. I'm literally there taking notes of things that I think might sell as t-shirts. Here, I just replicated the same design 10 times, but in actuality, what I did was, and by the way, with the pre-made graphics from All American Graphics, you can cycle these graphics. You don't have to use the same graphic, but we all know that they kind of marketed Joe Biden's campaign. They marketed his, aviator sunglasses as a big symbol of him. So I know that that's associated with him. So I didn't really overthink that one. And I just played around with the text as he would talk, and I thought he'd said something that might sell. I go in, I swap the top text, I swap the bottom text. If I need to use the 3rd layer of text with the white, I went in and I did that. And I mean, that's pretty simple, guys. I mean, I didn't overcomplicate it, like I'm saying. He says something, 1, 2, 3, save it, export it. By the way, this is exactly how my single best day of selling print on demand. While this picture behind me doesn't tell the full story, because this is just my Printful sales through my Etsy shop at the time. But, this is exactly what I did to achieve my best day ever of Etsy sales. So it was like August 4th, I think in 2018, just Etsy alone, $5,093 through Etsy. All right. That's not counting like Amazon sales. And this is just through the Printful integration. So then also keep in mind, I'm also making sales of the similar design through Amazon merch and Redbubble, so this is how I did it. And each time that I hit a big trend like this, by paying attention, by putting myself in a place to succeed, by acting quickly and early, it opens the door to similar things taking place. Now, am I saying that's going to happen again with the inauguration? My guess would be no, but this is just so you know, there's a historical reference for me to be doing this. It's not just in theory. So then I go ahead, each design that I save, I immediately upload. You'll notice that when I upload it, now I didn't push all of them to all products. I pushed some of them to all products. Most of them, I did not do all products. I definitely prioritize at a minimum standard t-shirt, premium t-shirt, and hoodies. I don't know why premium t-shirts have been selling, I don't want to say so well, but I've been selling a decent amount of them lately, so I'm not overthinking it. I'm just going to check that box since I'm in tier 100,000. So it also doubles the amount of internet real estate that I cover by going from just standard to standard plus premium. And then the hoodies have been selling a lot lately. So I've been also enabling them, but you'll notice that hoodies are not going to work by default. So what I do is I use this free tool called Merch Resize. Now I'll put a link to that in the description as well. It's completely free. It runs in your web browser. All you do is you drag your design into that spot that says drag some files here. You drag it, you drop it there, and then it will do a little drop down and say what Amazon merch product you want to optimize for. I just set that to hoodie and click download. So it takes maybe 5 seconds to do. Boom. Now I've got my hoodie optimized design right there. I push that to Amazon merch. What's not to love? Now, I had 10 total designs, unique designs created while Joe Biden was talking. Also, I didn't put a picture in here, but I'm also remembering that, keep in mind, guys, like this hopefully isn't breaking news to anybody, but like the mainstream media, they have narratives that they push, all right? Hopefully that's not groundbreaking to anybody. So also what I did was, after he was done talking, I'm on my side monitor going to Google, typing in Joe Biden inaugural speech, and then clicking the news tab and reading the headlines to see if the headlines are picking any single phrase from his speech to really highlight, to really drive home. Because these speeches are written ahead of time. Every word is carefully chosen. And then those news headlines, they all work, guys, they all work together. Hopefully it's not groundbreaking to say that. I'm looking at the news headlines. What are they highlighting from that speech that we're really gonna harp on and I would say like echo, through the mainstream news. And, those are the ones that I really think have the highest sales potential. All right. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. So you see, I have 95 under review today. I'm hoping that they all get through. They're all following the rules. They're all very like pro Joe Biden, pro democracy, no mention of Trump. I don't even know if I should say that anymore on these videos because I know they get pulled, but they should all get through. Hopefully they get through early because the early bird gets the worm, guys. And I'm not being sarcastic, by the way. Like, they're actually pulling things that are pro Trump and anti-Biden. Like that, I don't know how many listings you guys had that were political related, but I've seen a ton of stuff get pulled. And I even went in and tried to like audit my stuff and pull them ahead of time. I'm just letting you know, this is what's happening. This is the world we live in now. So the early bird gets the worm. You need to submit your products early if you know they're going to be high competition. Something like the inauguration, we all knew this was coming. We all knew there was money to be made. You've already seen my videos from earlier in the year, all the money that was made when Joe Biden announced Kamala Harris as his running mate. So a lot of people made a lot of money, but the people that were paying attention, that were early, made the most. So early bird gets the worm. I rushed these out. We cannot advertise them. So remember how I said I would follow through and tell you why it's so important to be early? Well, on Amazon, the listings that get the sales, that trains the algorithm to associate those products with those search terms. And which listings are going to get the most sales? Well, the listings that are listed for sale first. So you want to be ahead of the curve. You want to get your listings in the queue immediately if they're going to go to manual review, which it seems like they certainly have, as you saw from the 95 that I have under review. But once they're approved, you can't advertise. Since it's political, Amazon doesn't let you advertise political stuff, even though most people probably watching don't have access to advertising anyways. But I just wanted to make this point that it's an equal playing field with politics because you can't advertise them even if you wanted to. So factor that in. And this is it. This is all I wanted to share with you in this video, guys. Try to be transparent as possible. So let's go make some money. This is one of those weird trends where there's going to be sales that follow after the date, the big date associated with it. So hopefully I'm going to capture some of that windfall of money that I'm projecting to happen. Anybody that's in my private Amazon merch group, which is for students only, you guys already know I alerted you ahead of time that I'm going to be doing this. I let you know how many shirts I got done. And I'm going to let you know what my actual sales statistics end up being after these products go live. So for those of you guys that are not in my course, just wanted to let you know it does exist. It shows how I took my account from tier 10 to tier 100,000, sold over $300,000 of products through Amazon merch. So if you want to learn from me, check that out. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.